Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we got an official tweet from XDefiant talking about literally what everyone has been struggling with and complaining about with the most recent change to the progression system for the Mastery Camo grind. Upcoming patch sneak peek, time to be determined. Feedback on Mastery changes is heard. We will now take half as long to earn a rank. Fix audio bug where kill confirmation is missing. Fix bug where you can only move and nothing else, which I haven't seen that one. The audio bug where any kill you get and it doesn't give you like the kill sound, arming the kill, that has just hit me recently as well, so I'm pretty sure it's just hitting everybody at this point. But with the whole Mastery Camo challenge, earlier this week, we made the Mastery system unlock at higher levels, making it take longer to unlock Mastery skins. We heard the feedback. Weapon XP will now go 2 times as fast. Ranks will now take 1500 XP from 3000 on primary weapons and 500 XP from 1000 on secondary. Now, I think this is a little bit overkill. I have to admit, as much as I hated the change, as much as I hated them going to 200, I feel like this is definitely an overkill, but I feel like they did it because they just had so much backlash from the community about the camo grinding stuff. Now, my main problem with it is that they changed it late in the preseason. Season 1's right around the corner. They could have done something with camo grind and stuff like that at the beginning of Season 1, or told us like, hey, we're expecting some changes around Season 1. All of the progress a lot of people put in, that is where I had the problem with, because a lot of players were like, hey, my AK last night was at level 99. Now it's at level 115. So now they have to go from level 115 to 200 just to get gold when they were 1 level away before that patch came out. And a lot of people were saying that. A lot of people were like, hey, what happened to my progress? Like, I did the deed, I did my progression, and you just snatched it away from me, y'all. I don't personally think anything should have been changed in general. I know there was a lot of problems with attachments not getting unlocked as fast. There was an easier fix to this for sure, 1,000,000% a way easier fix to this, which I had even suggested, saying level 1 to 50, change the XP needed to get your attachments faster, make it a little bit easier, make it not as grueling, I guess you could say. And then from level 51 to level 100, keep it the old XP system, and then as you go up, just scale it up a little bit from every 10 levels. That way from 51 to 100 is a true grind, and it scales up like it did in old Call of Duties, like Modern Warfare 3, the OG Modern Warfare 3. Getting that last level to get your gold camo, oh my gosh, it felt like it took a freaking century. Hours upon hours upon hours just for that one level, just for one freaking level. Like I said, I really do think they kind of overshot this fix a good little bit, because now it's and on paper, as you can see, whenever this patch comes out, it's going to be way easier and way faster for us to get our levels to everything. I'm not upset at that, because over time, when the Mastery Camos and other Mastery Camos come out, you will eventually be able to add more levels to each and every single weapon. Max right now is 200. Then you can go to like 250, 300, 350, 400, and you can just scale up, or you can just skip and go from 200 to 300. I mean, it really depends on what they want to do. I do think they could have simply kept it the old system and done an easier change. But as much backlash as they got, as many people said, hey, this was a freaking stupid idea, and I said that a lot. I'm glad to say, like, to look and see, like, hey, they recognized something was wrong with the change, and they made it too hard for the casual player who already did their time and did their tenure to get close to a gold weapon. They said, screw you, we don't care. That is what I had the majority of the problem with. Going to this tweet here from Clue. I've seen him a lot on Twitter. I follow him. As his profile says, #1 XDefiant nerd. He posts a lot about XDefiant and stuff like that. As he explains here, original total XP for Mastery. And he breaks it down and stuff like that. So like in total, you would need 7,400,000 XP in total to max everything out. The first patch total XP for Mastery. You would need then 12,400,000 for everything. So they added 5 million XP in total to get everything maxed out. And yeah, like on paper, I guess you can say that's not a crazy overhaul kill, and it's not super just annoying. There was just an easier way to fix it though, like the first time, because now with the upcoming patch, you only need 6,200,000. That's regular XP. There's no double XP, and you can get quad XP when double XP is activated and you have double XP boosters. So I understand as to why people are upset. I literally feel like if you did not change it though, none of these videos were to happen, none of the backlash was gonna happen, nothing. Not this video wouldn't happen, nothing. No outrage, nada, zip, nope. Nope, nothing. The problem wasn't the mastery camo, which I never saw someone say this mastery camo grind is too easy. It's literally your time put in. It is your time you take out of your day to commit to just play the game with weapons. That was it. There's no crazy challenge to it. There's no like kills behind cover or killing enemies behind cover, stuff like that from like Cold War. That challenge, oh my gosh. Jeff went to Cold War the other day and he had that challenge on shotguns. Dude, what? I hate that challenge. I despise that challenge so freaking much. Like, it was just simply sit there, have fun, and grind it out. Yes, that's not a lot going on, obviously. It's just mind-numbing playing the game over and over and over and over again. We do not have a prestige system yet. That's gonna come probably season 2 or 3, I'm assuming, from what I've heard and what I've seen on Twitter. Ranked's coming out, but not everyone likes ranked, so you gotta keep the casual base. That's why the new maps are coming in and new weapons are coming in to grind those weapons out, so on and so forth. XDefiant, in its first little month, preseason span, gave us 3 straight double XP weekends. We're not getting one this weekend. Now, I'm not saying they created the problem by giving us double XP, obviously. They did create a problem by, I'd say, overshooting the first patch for total XP for mastery, now having to go back 1,200,000 XP below what it was originally. Like I said, if you'd have left it the same, this problem would have never been discussed. I'm genuinely being honest, because this 7 million right here, you could have kept it at 7 million. What you could have done, the XP you took off of levels 1 to 50 to get all your attachments and stuff to get to bronze, you could have moved that XP to the levels 51 to 100 to make that camo to get to gold more of a sluggish, more progression-based grind. Is that hard? I'm still gonna stand on business though, because they are the ones who made the change to camo progression in the first place, and I understand as to why they did it. I do think they could have done it in a very different way, though, where it wouldn't have screwed over all the players that were right there at getting gold for a majority of the weapons they grinded out their time for, and they put their time and effort in. Mark left us a gigantic conversation, essentially, about what and why and what's going on, and what was the point of it in the first place. Talking about the, longevity and the grind itself, because there's not a lot to grind for right now. He even talked about it. He says the main grind we have in game right now is the weapon mastery. This is something we are working on and have new ways for players to grind out cool rewards coming in multiple feature updates. It's easier to go tell someone, hey, we're gonna change the XP and stuff like that at season 1. That way we don't take your progression that you've done in the preseason now. That way we don't screw you over as the player and the consumer. I've seen people say that them going back and making it easier is a bad idea, and that doesn't make sense. I mean, dude, their time was just thrown into the trash can by the developers, the team itself, Mark, whoever came up with this idea. Their time was thrown into the trash can. That is what I'm arguing. That was the main reason I was upset, because it felt like all my time and effort had just been pushed back. You're telling me 24 weapons in the game, 100 levels each weapon, 2,400 levels in total, and that wasn't a grind enough? Like I've said so many times, there was no reason to change it in the first place. This video wouldn't be happening if they didn't change it in the first place, and I think they understand that, because they've overshot the fix button. Instead of just revert, they're gonna make it easier now, and then people are mad that it's easier now. Well, whose fault is it? Because this wasn't a conversation in the first place. Look at me and tell me we were talking about mastery camos at any point in time, saying it was too easy. We never said that. No one was ever saying that. So if you're defending this revert, saying it's a bad idea, you're missing the plot of the story, the soul of the conversation. You're missing it all. I just want you to know that I have no ill will towards you whatsoever. I'm just saying you should probably consider what I've talked about today, and I'll leave it at that.